we must treat our women kindly, and that women are made from a crooked part of the rib. What does it mean? Are women crooked? The hadith talks about the origin of the creation of women. So when one asks what the origin of creation of Adam, we would say clay or dust. He was created from the earth. While Eve or Hawa was created from the left rib of Adam. And that's why they say in the human body, the left ribs is missing one. So that rib is...
You know, we have a tough job to bring 1.5 billion Muslims back to reality. And I pray to Almighty Allah, to God, that He will make us reasonably successful. You, the subscribers watching the videos on my channel, and anyone else busy trying to wake up the Muslim people from their dream state. Because in their dream state, they imagine a reality that doesn't exist really. For example, this one case where this Shaik, a man with 63,000 subscribers, who gets hundreds of thousands of people asking him questions, building their belief system on what he says. And he comes around and he says that women are made from the rib of a man. Now, you know what? And then he endorses that. He actually supports that. You know, if he just made a simple search on Wikipedia or anything, if you just asked a Muslim surgeon for that matter, if you ask the question, do men have one less rib than women? And the answer is no. The answer is no. Men and women have 28 ribs. And if you go to Wikipedia, you'll see humans have 24 rib bones. Sorry, not 28, 24 rib bones, 12 on each side. And so the whole idea that we have one less rib and that the woman was made out of the rib of a man, it is a fictitious understanding. But you see, if you deny that, the reason they cannot deny this dream or this fantasy is because it is written in Bukhari and in Muslim, you see. And it is narrated by a senior narrator according to those books. And if you look at those books, if you look at those hadiths, here's the hadith. It is narrated by Abu Hurayra that Allah's apostle said, treat women nicely, for a woman is created from a rib, and the most curved portion of the rib is its upper portion. So if you should try to straighten it, it will break. But if you leave it as it is, it will remain crooked. So treat women nicely. That is hadith by Abu Hurayra. There's another one, and that is in Bukhari, hadith 3331. Then Abu Hurayra also at hadith 3238 states, Abu Hurayra reports that God's messenger is saying, act kindly toward women, for they were created from a rib. And the most crooked part of a rib is its top. If you attempt to straighten it, you will break it. And if you leave it alone, it will remain crooked. So act kindly towards women. Another one, in Tirmidhi, Abu Hurayra says, the messenger of Allah said, indeed, the woman is like a rib. If you try to straighten her, you will break her. And if you leave her, what you will enjoy from her will be with the crookedness. And then all of these hadith graded Saheeh, which means authenticated by the scholars. Abu Hurayra reports, he who believes in Allah and if he witnesses any matter, he should talk in good terms and act kindly towards women, for women are created from a rib and the most crooked part. So basically, the books are replete with this hadith. Tirmidhi, Sahih Muslim, this one was Sahih Muslim, of course. The last one was Sahih Muslim, as you can see there, Hadith 80. So the problem is that the fantasy world that the Muslims live in, the world that is devoid from reality, that is apart from reality, is a world that is manufactured and created in the books of Hadith, Tirmidhi, Muslim, Bukhari. And the religion of the Ahlul Hadith, the Salaf, like the Shaik who spoke now, their religion is Hadith. They believe that Hadith is unquestionably true and that you rather use Hadith than use your sound mind and logic. And so they are prepared to flush any scientific knowledge, any physiological knowledge, even which Muslim doctors and Muslim professors have confirmed that there are 24 ribs in a man. We don't have one less rib. But they will maintain their artificial reality. And the 1.8 billion Muslims will continue to follow them, to run behind them, and to believe what they say. Let's hear more from this.
Not straight, it's crooked. The Prophet explained to us that women are created from such a rib. And being crooked, meaning that it's not straight. It has a peak and it has low points. Scholars say that the peak is how compassionate and loving and caring towards her children a woman can be. And a man could never reach that stage ever. So this is not criticizing women. Rather, it is a description of how they were created initially.
So what he's saying, he's giving some praise for the women, but the praise is based on this fantasy. How can you build the praise of women on a fantasy? That they are made from the crooked rib of a man. You know, if you want to praise women, why don't we rather use scientific knowledge? Why don't we use psychological research around why women have a greater capacity for motherhood? Because that is a fact. We need to credit our women with the propensity, with the tenacity to defend children more than men. Because it is a fact that men are more careless about their children. But to locate that analysis in a foolish story about a rib, that makes nonsense of the whole justification of the station of mothers and of women.
And this is why some say that men are from Venus and women are from Mars. Or
nice quoting Western New Age writers, basically mushrikeen in the West.
The opposite. Meaning, though they're human beings, but their nature is totally different. So men are usually unemotional. They're not good in expressing their feelings. They don't like to talk a lot. They don't like nagging.
Women, you like nagging, eh? Women like nagging. The women got some praise and now you're getting a kick under the backside again.
And they're very meticulous when it comes to small things. And they're usually interrogating over everything that happens and remind people.
Yeah, okay, I think that's enough. But the message I want to leave with you is that the sooner we make the transition to a Muslim society that is based on true knowledge, not on fairy tales and fantasy and books that are ancient books that were created for the year 600 and for the year 800 or 900 a common era. But we do our own scientific research, and we try and establish for ourselves what is the station of motherhood. Why are women more why are they stronger at being good caregivers to the children? Why are men so weak at these things? I mean, it would be amazing to have modern research, but to go and locate our research in these ancient fairy tales, wow, I think, please help me wake up the Muslims, I beg you. Work with me and try and let us wake up the Muslims from this fairy tale existence.